arriving at the undermanned British outpost of Fort Malden in the waning days of June, where most were convinced that Canada would fall before the approaching American army. Tecumseh changed the military equation on the ground in less than 3 weeks, rallying wavering Indian allies to the cause and bolstering British resolve, and astonishing the British commander in charge, General Isaac Brock, with his extraordinary military skills and sheer force of personality.
I mean, Brock's remark is a classic one. He spoke to Tecumseh for a very short time, a mere few weeks. But he wrote back to the British Prime Minister and he says that I've talked to the Indian chiefs and there are some extraordinary characters amongst them. But here's Tecumseh, he says, a more gallant or sagacious warrior does not exist.
Tecumseh's brilliance on the field of battle in the summer of 1812 would cement his reputation among the British High Command as one of the greatest military leaders of all time. In little more than 3 weeks, the small but highly mobile force under his command completely unnerved the American army, led by William Hull, forcing him to retreat back across the Detroit River to the American side, and effectively bringing the invasion of Canada to an end. On August 4th, at the Battle of Brownstown, south of Detroit, with only 24 warriors at his command, Tecumseh attacked and routed an American force 6 times as large, killing 19, wounding 12, while himself losing only a single warrior.
Tecumseh's finest hour is probably Detroit in 1812. Tecumseh and Brock together mastermind the capture of Detroit.
On August 16th, at the Battle of Detroit, Tecumseh convinced the American defenders inside the fort that they were facing an army many times greater than their own, parading his small host of warriors again and again through a clearing in the forest. Before the British and Indian attack had even begun, a white flag appeared above the ramparts of the fort, and the American army marched out and surrendered their weapons. It was one of the most humiliating defeats ever suffered by an American army.
Fort Detroit falls, Fort Michilimackinac falls. Tecumseh and Brock, who are very close, are able to take Fort Detroit. They're able to generally gain the upper hand here on the Detroit frontier.